everyone. I'm Lynn with Psychic Focus at psychicfocus.blogspot.com. Today's topic is Bon Scott from AC/DC. A little different of a topic here. It says, can you look at AC/DC's ex-singer Bon Scott, who died in 1980? So there was a little bit of controversy around his death. This person wanted me to have a look at it. And as I looked at Bon, I feel this carefree spirit that enjoyed life. Even though he was famous, he did have a humble vibe, and he truly did love what he did. He had his struggles just like everybody else, but he was pretty headstrong and used his own methods to deal with the issues that he confronted. And that is where the drugs and the alcohol entered in. He used those as a means to escape, and during stressful times, he would rely heavily on drugs to cope. And I get that sometimes he liked himself better when he was high. It was almost like if you've ever met a person who's either depressed or they have a lot going on in their mind or something like that, and they go down this path of using other substances to cope with what's going on. At times they can like who they are better when they're under the influence of something else versus who they really are, because when you're who you really are, you have to deal with your stuff. On the night of his death, I get he was overindulging in both alcohol and heroin. I get the batch of heroin was laced and it was extra potent. And when he stumbled to his friend's car and he laid in the back seat, he passed out and he vomited while he was passed out. Most times people will move or have some kind of a reflex when you get sick. Even when you're drunk, you will have some kind of a reflex unless you are really, really deeply passed out. But the alcohol combined with these laced drugs left him in almost this comatose state. I see that he asphyxiated himself, and because he was unconscious, which he did not move and he was not able to breathe, he transitioned to his death because he had no oxygen. As he transitioned to spirit, I see him looking down on himself, but yet he was disconnected from his body and he couldn't do anything. It was like he was paralyzed in a sense. It looked like he was trying to influence himself to move, but he couldn't. It was at that point that he was greeted by someone else in spirit that looked like a grandfather, and there was also this large dark dog there. Both the energies felt comforting, and he united with them. The grandfather told him it was okay and it was his time. And somehow Bon accepted it with this peace and ease, like he knew that it was his time and it was okay to go, that he'd done what he needed to do. He lived life. Yes, he had some pain and struggles in there, but all in all, it was like this most peaceful, okay moment when he transitioned to spirit. Bon did feel like an interesting person, and he was full of life when he was here. And even though his death was tragic, there was this really odd peace, just so much peace and comfort that surrounded him as he transitioned into spirit. It was a cool thing to witness and experience as I viewed this. And that was all I have for this reading. I want to thank you for listening. Again, I am Lynn with Psychic Focus at psychicfocus.blogspot.com. Thank you. Bye.